fucking Carl. Pitter patter, let's get the fuck at her. It is Joe, the Bull Guy. Welcome to the bullpen. As always, we got Nicole, we got Jen, and Jimbo is out sick tonight. So prayers for Jimbo. Hopefully we'll see him again on Monday. Aaron, welcome in. Danny, welcome in. Today is First Friday, which means it's the first Friday of the year. We have some amazing news to drop tonight, but we're going to hold it till the end because we're devious bastards and we want to make you wait. Right? You know, like, shh, good girl. But anyway, so we're going to do that. But we have a blooper reel that we're going to show you. That's pretty fucking funny from some things that we were doing on the podcast. And so with that being said, we are going to go ahead and talk about our New Year's resolution. So, Nicole, why don't you go ahead and why don't you start us out with your New Year's resolution?
Okay, my New Year's resolution would probably be just keep on being a better version of myself. Like, I just to get better. I still struggle with my emotions, so like personal growth. That's what I'm going to be working on this year, and also I'm excited for the podcast. So like to work, more fierce with that, and then that's pretty much it.
Awesome, Jen. New Year's resolution?
Cut negativity out of my life.
Facts.
Unneeded negativity. I'm gonna go out with Nicole also. Do some more self work.
Yeah.
So, sorry. Speaking of negativity, just can't get away from it.
How about you?
But anyway, well, you know what? Anyway, I don't know. I like who I am the way I am, but negativity is definitely something that I need to rid out of my life because you know what? You can't live in that fire. You can't, not at all. So with that, I think I'm going to stick with negativity as well. I'm going to surround myself with people that I care about, that I, want to keep in my life, and the other people, I can cut them out. You know what? It's not a bad thing to trim what I call dead weight, right? So you got people that are in your lives that are literally there just to make it miserable. And they do whatever they can to make it absolutely awful. So how do you stay positive? How do you keep yourself from losing your damn mind? Well, try to meditate, which doesn't work for me. Try to take a walk, go find something that works. Just know that you're fucking amazing. With that being said, why don't we go ahead and play this blooper reel, and let's get that started. That'll kick us off.
What?
No.
Is it frozen?
Joe.
Oh, sorry, that white lightning really kicks you right in the fucking dick. Holy
Let it go. Let it go.
God damn it. I mean, I seriously, dealing with fucking Carl lately, he's been killing me. He just saves kittens to fucking nozzle nut. I'm just...
It's Carl.
Listen, if I don't
Carl.
fucking...
Damn it, Carl.
Jesus. Carl.
He just says, Carl.
Where the fuck are your hands? The ball dropping is on top of the fucking plaza, not you, damn it.
Carl.
I mean, he's reaching for a cat in a tree.
Mechanical thing.
Not playing with that. I mean, really, the fucking nozzle nut. But hey, he was reaching for a cat in a tree. Jimbo just, he wasn't wrong. So anyway, I had a lot of fun filming that episode and going through some of the memories we had on the podcast. And you know what? Actually, should we make him wait, or should we give it to him now? Oh, well, thank you, Danny. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Danny.
Nah, fuck it. You're gonna wait. because we like to edge you a little bit. So with that being said, tonight is First Friday. There are some traditions around the world for First Friday that are pretty interesting, and a lot of them are religious based, and a lot of them are cultural based. So we're going to start out with Nicole. Nicole's going to give us some background on it. Then we're going to move into Jen, who's got Germany. I'm going to talk about what we do here locally in Pittsburgh for first night, and we're going to go from there. So, Nicole, why don't you go ahead and kick us off?
All right. So pretty much on the first Friday of the year, depending on the location and interest, activities can range from attending a local First Friday event, art event, with gallery openings and live music, or participating in community block parties. So block parties are huge. Just in like it's like it kind of just depends on like what community that you're in. Or like state or country, but like, and then also it's starting a new fitness routine or engaging in religious practices, like attending a First Friday devotion mass at the Catholic Church. Pretty much with the Catholic Church, the origin of the First Friday was discovered by Margaret Mary Alacoque, and she was 1647 to 1690. She reported visions of Jesus Christ, directing her to promote devotion to the Sacred Heart of Jesus.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What the fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing?
What is going on?
No, you're good. Carl, what the fuck? Come on, Carl. Get your shit together.
I'm supposed to be up there.
The fuck? I don't know. You're the fucking producer. Are
what?
you for real, Carl? She's talking about religious shit, and I'm over here sitting in the big fucking screen like, what the fuck am I doing? I know you fucking
Should I just start all over again? So pretty much
look,
the first... What?
Yeah. Go ahead. Stop fucking with buttons, Carl. Just leave it be.
I'm so lost right now. Okay. Anyway, on the First Friday, it pretty much depends on the location, but it actually originated from being a religious thing. And it was discovered by Margaret Mary Alacoque, and she was 1647 to 1690. She reported visions of Jesus Christ, directing her to promote devotion to the Sacred Heart of Jesus on 9 consecutive First Fridays for sins in order to show love to Jesus. So not only is there usually the very first Friday, but they actually continue in some areas continuously on the first Friday of every month. So sometimes they have a First Friday every month throughout the year, than just the very first Friday of the year. So that is pretty much what I have discovered about the First Friday. I do have some quotes, but I could go back to that later.
Well, no, we'll hit those quotes for sure. But the interesting part about the religious point of view of it, and that some people still do it every month. And it's funny because I worked for a company that they send out an email every month where it's like, it's the first Friday. And they always talk about the first Friday. Now, it's a big thing here in Pittsburgh, the first Friday of the year, not the first Friday of the month. But it was interesting that the company took time to always try to give some kind of devotion, some kind of like positive message, which is what we do here. Right, like we're trying to make people laugh. We're trying to make people smile until Carl pisses us off by trying to play, big square, little square, like it's TikTok live. But the cool part is, we love you, Carl. I don't know what the fuck happened. I have not a clue, but it is what it is. But yeah, I mean that's the awesome thing about it, right? That it's a way of like the devotions, right? Like to give up a little part of your time for a higher power, for a little bit more of something better, more positive. And I'm not saying that you got to believe in one religion or another. That's not, no one's talking about that, but you can add this into your daily life and make yourself a little bit more pleasant, right? If you look forward to that first Friday of the month, might not be a bad thing. Hopefully it's fucking payday. Hopefully. I don't know. Mine always falls in the middle.
I did also find out that really the first Friday that we're all really specifically talking actually started in 1987. Now, there is a religious part of the first Friday, but it also said that in 1987, African Americans interact and networked with each other. So this was not only First Fridays were also a strategy to communicate with others and like for political views, for religious views, for all that. So it's like a social networking as well. And it also started, and it was adopted by 39 cities in the U.S. So 39 cities do demonstrate this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are some of these quotes that you got?
Okay, so the quotes that I got for First Friday is the golden child of the week. First Friday, the golden child of the week. Day's the superhero of the work week. The welcome wagon to the weekend.
See, I like Friday, yeah. You
Yeah.
know, Friday.
Yay!
I feel
And
like
then
I'll get in trouble if I do that.
happy
Hey.
Friday vibes to you today. Embrace the simple joys, relish the delightful surprises, and bask in the happiness that Friday brings. Your weekend adventure awaits. And then
I like
First Friday
that.
prayers, prayer for forgiveness. So First Fridays really has to do
I
with
fucking need that one for sure.
forgiveness.
100%.
And then happy Friday. Be open enough to see the opportunities, be wise enough to be grateful, and be courageous enough to be happy.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
Positivity, right? Look, First Friday out in Pittsburgh, it's a hell of a thing. It is. Jen, what do you got? Because I think you got Germany, which not always known for positivity and pleasantry, but I lived there, and let me tell you, they had some fucking cool traditions for their First Friday. So what do you got?
So, First Friday, usually for them, like for the first of the year Friday, it's basically like a party, a feast, a get together, like lots of drinking is usually involved. They start it. It's called the carnival. They have
Carnival.
Yeah, they have the performances, and all of this stuff leads into like Lent and Easter and all this other stuff. So this is like what starts the Germans like preparing for the upcoming holidays that are coming. And they just, from what I got from my research, it's street performances. Like, it almost, from my reading, it makes me think like almost Mardi Gras type
It
vibe.
is. I've been to it. It's fucking insane. It's fucking crazy. It's literally a shit show. Go ahead, Jen.
Sorry, hold on.
You're good. They have women's night. That's one of the nights. They have
Saint Martin's Day, right?
They do. They have the Christopher Day parade that runs in it too, which is interesting. So, hey,
Their New Year's Eve. Did you know that their New Year's Eve is as known as Silvestine?
mm-hmm.
I don't have enough German in me to pronounce that correctly, but
we'll get Zach over here. Maybe they're beating. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just kidding.
But they on that day, like New Year's Eve, that tradition, they exchange small gifts and melt lead figurines to cast their fortune for the new year. So
think about lead melting. Not safe, but they do it.
They do.
But Carnival is fun though. It's Halloween. It's like a Halloween Mardi Gras that runs from like November 11th to February 11th, and it's literally the Catholic holidays, right? So they literally encompass it. It gets them from Advent all the way through. Like, it's just a shit show. It's a lot of fun. There's Women's Day. There's
it's almost
go ahead.
a whole year, isn't it? Like,
it's pretty much, it's like 6 months
all year.
Yeah. And then they prepare for it all year. So like you have Oktoberfest in September, and then it rolls into Carnival. But the thing is Carnival is in Cologne, Germany. They celebrate it outside the outskirts of that, but it's not in northern Germany. It's more of a southern Germany party, and it's off the hook. The end of it, I used to go to it with my parents, was on February 11th because it's my mom's birthday. And we would sit there, and like you're dressed up in these costumes, and there's this huge fucking parade. One year, they make fun of a lot of countries with these floats and stuff. It is not kid friendly by any means necessary. If you go into any of the bars, or most of these people have house parties, they get these big giant boxes that look like donut boxes full of like 2,000 condoms, and they set it out, and there's literally a bowl for you to put your keys and this box of condoms, and it's just literally fucking debauchery. Like, it's insane. The women cut ties off of the men, and that they claim them to take, it's Women's Day. There's actually German law during this time that if you're married and you go and you want to sleep with somebody, you can sleep with somebody, and it's not considered outside the marriage during this time. But if it's outside of this time frame and that day, it's against the law, and it's your marriage is annulled. But during this time, it's not a problem. Like, how fucking like, could you imagine you go to the office?
So that's basically like your hall pass.
Hall pass, right? The Germans wrote it into law. They have a legal
made it a law.
They made it a law. It's in a big ass book, and they go down. Okay, so you did it on this date. You're safe.
Okay, you're fine.
What? So but there is a lot of positivity that goes along with that. With it, it's not just a shit show and just the drinking and all that. It does tie very heavily into the Catholic traditions and the Catholic Church. Although a lot of the celebrations that they do are probably against, some of that stuff, but it is pretty cool to see the duality of it. Like, in 1 minute they're in church, the next minute they're running around the streets naked.
Yeah,
I like it. I'm all about it. The St. Christopher's Day parade wasn't really my cup of tea. I got groped. Yeah, it happens to men too. It was by another guy, grabbed my ass and told me I looked like a bear. And then when I told him in English, no, thank you, he looked at me and went, "Oh, you're American. I'm so sorry." I turned very red. I was redder than this. And he goes, "Well, you're very handsome." And I went, "I'm very straight."
You are a really cute bear.
Apparently, I don't know, but I was dressed as a beer and not a bear. Like, but no, he meant bear as in like rar, not like in the gut.
What were you after Oktoberfest or?
No, this was Carnival. This was during the February 11th. You dress up like it's like Halloween night.
Oh, wow.
And like I went as a tall beer. My mom, I think she went as a kangaroo. My dad went as some political thing. And it was fucking insane. It was crazy. But it is a lot of fun. And I would love to try to get over there. All of us. That would be be crazy. God, we would lose Nicole. Jimbo would go after some hairy tall bitch. And Jen and Zach might end up in the Rhine River banging. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying it's a possibility. Don't knock until you try it, Jen. There's a reason they call it Koblenz. Literally. But no, Germany's a lot of fun, and it's funny because Germany and Pittsburgh have a lot in common because of the fact of a lot of the German settlers. What were you going to say, Jen?
The reason I didn't say the specific name of what they call like the first day of the year is because I'm not getting us canceled. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Put it in the chat. I'll say it in German. Let's see how this goes. Just let me know if there's the 2 dots over something, or this should get fun, guys. If you're in here, you might want to enjoy this. And it's been a hot minute since I've spoken German aloud, other than foul language and cursing. I understand. Okay, so
you see why I said no.
As an American, you're going to mispronounce this, and you're going to say something that doesn't sound right. But that JAHR is Yaren, right? So Yar, New Yar is how you pronounce that. So, but the way it looks and the way that an American would pronounce this, you'd be right next to Diddy in prison without any lube. Or
That's why I
Cancel.
said
Very
I
quickly.
wanted. I thought about, like, I even listened to like the pronunciation, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna mess it up. I'm not saying that word. I will not say that word on the podcast. I won't.
Well, we shouldn't say that word. Period. The one that then we're all thinking of, but it's New York.
No, I never say that word. But no.
No. But but to be, I can't. Well, and that's another thing Pittsburgh has in common. No, I'm kidding. So Pennsylvania, they're very Dutch and very German in this state. So when we moved here from New York, it was kind of a shock, right? Like it was a lot of weird cultures, like the sauerkraut and pork chops had to have it on New Year's Day, you know, or else you wouldn't have good luck, and had to be pork and had to be cooked a certain way. And, you know, a lot of it just kind of like struck me odd. And when I saw that they had, when we were kids, it was, you know, light up night, first Friday, right? It was literally, they shoot off fireworks off the buildings. They light the whole city up. They've been doing that for years. And it's funny. I came across it the other day. And I don't even know what the fuck I was searching for, but it popped up on my For You page. And it was like, hey, this is Pittsburgh back in like the 60s. And everybody's like, yeah, we're looking for light up night. Now, half of them didn't have fucking teeth, just to be fair. They all looked like they came out of the coal mine back then. But they were sitting there with their little fucking cameras, and everybody's trying to get a picture of the city all lit up, because back then it was the Kaufman building. And they literally outlined it in lights. It was the first time lights were on that building, and they had it like a string of lights that they made words in. And there was a guy literally, and I shit you not, he'd unplug it and plug it in to make them flicker. He would literally sit there because they didn't have a way of doing it. So he would have he had two I swear to God, I watched the documentary on this. Could you imagine that's your whole fucking job and you fuck it up? Like unplug here and plug in here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bang. 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Like you literally would get so fucking tired of doing this. Like, could you imagine that? That's your fucking job.
Didn't they used to have to do that for the phones?
Yes, you had to do that for the phones, but that was you know, the Bell Atlantic, and they were like, please hold, click, 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 click. Yeah, but this is like you're in an outlet plug. Those were just audio, right? So no power to those. This guy's literally holding
the same
plugs. I know, but I'm just. Could you imagine if he got fried? He put his thumb in the wrong spot and got zapped. Like, ooh, I bet you his pecker would have stood up.
Hello,
hey, Caitlin, how you doing?
Caitlin.
So here's what I'm gonna do, Carl. Let's go ahead and bring Carl up and give Carl the main stage so he could talk about a little bit of the exciting shit that's going to happen for the Paul.
So, on behalf of the AGT network, we are now going to make this huge announcement that I announced earlier today. We are now on Spotify, Amazon Music, Podcast Index, Listen Notes, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and by Tuesday, iTunes. So you will be able to see the AGT network, Joe the Bull Guy's show, and all of our network shows on these platforms that you can go and follow.
That's fucking amazing. That means we are now everywhere. Let's fucking go. And you guys in the chat here, you guys watching, you guys subscribing, you're the reason we're able to do this. So I can't fucking wait. Let's fucking go.
And we're not done yet.
No. And you know what? The best thing about this is that now we're going to be able to be on multiple platforms. So you're not just going to have to come to YouTube to watch it. You can go on iTunes and listen to it in your car. If you have a Sirius radio or you have Spotify or an Android Play, you can connect right then and there. So get ready because we got some more debaucherous shit going on, and we got a lot of things planned for this year. So just make sure you fucking subscribe because we're going to be dropping a whole hell of a lot of shit. What's up, Luca? Hey, Caitlin, Danny, Aaron, thank you for hanging in. There's 8 of you all in here. Appreciate you all being here. This is exciting shit. At least for me, I think it's fantastic. And AGT Network that's fantastic. And I can't believe that we have come this far, this quickly. And the sky's the fucking limits at this point. So
Right?
You know, hey, maybe we'll have Joe Rogan on here as an interview one day. I'm kidding, hopefully. At least Brett Kreischer. I'd like to
That's a
drink with that
possibility.
I
bastard.
think he'd probably make us do it on his platform.
100% we would do it on his platform. I would gladly go on Joe Rogan's platform. But Brett Kreischer, I'm calling you out, Brett. I hope you see this. Someone tag him in this shit. You, my
Yeah,
friend,
he-
La Machine. Let's go. Drinking for drinking. I'm game. Me and Jimbo. I think this would be a good contest. I think this would be a great contest. Either one. We're either going to pass out, throw up, or we're going to have a hell of a good time, and all three of us will get arrested in Russia. I don't know, but let's do it. I said it, Brett.
Sounds like the festival.
Sounds like a fun. You know, hey, it sounds like Carnival. So, with that being said, anybody have any closing remarks you guys want to say for the first Friday of the year?
Well, I guess Vegas does like an extravagant event like every Friday.
Do they?
Yeah.
Every Friday of every month?
No, the first Friday of every month.
Okay, what do they do?
They so the legendary first Friday event in the downtown Las Vegas happens on the very first Friday of each month. This festival features a lovely curated showcase of original creative arts, live music, and a fleet of food trucks. It's a key feature in the art walk through the 18 Pounds Art District, where you can walk from gallery to gallery of really impressive work and snack on savory bites from local food vendors. And it's from 5 to 11. You can park and ride, and it's super fun. Just saying.
Sounds like a blast. Maybe we'll go there. Jake Hodrip in the house.
I'll be
guys.
able to go there before I would ever be able to go to Germany. Okay. So let's
Jacob.
try Vegas first.
That's not true. We might be able to smuggle you out in a suitcase. Look at Jaco Drip in the house, who makes our official Joe the Bull Guy merch
Let's
and
go,
the
girl.
official
Love
podcast.
it. Love it.
Let's
both of
fucking
you.
go.
Girl and guy.
We're gonna have Chuckle Fucks on here at some point. That's a buddy of mine who's also doing with the with some merchandise through Jaco Drip. So if you guys don't know, go to our bio here. It says the official merchandise, and we'll be able to go ahead and get you some stuff. And we're still doing the contest on TikTok, so keep looking out for that. And your chance to win free merch every month.
And we're still we're going to do the chair too.
We're still doing the chair. We're working out the details on the chair.
It's getting it all warmed up for you guys.
She got it all nice and wet and sloshing around. And then we got to get her a new one.
Hi,
That poor
Daddy
chair.
Joe.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's better.
Yeah.
My poor loofah. That chair has seen more action than the loofah has. And that just filed an assault charge on me last week. But, you know, I got you. So with that being said, we love your faces. Remember that you're fucking amazing, and it's okay not to be okay. And if you missed any of this, the big news is we're now on a bunch of companies and streaming on a bunch of platforms, iTunes, Spotify, you fucking name it. And I can't wait. And we've also hit over 111 subscribers was the last time I checked, which is fantastic. We are going to start working on other platforms like Twitch, try to get Joe the Bull Guy on Twitch and get us putting some videos over there. So really exciting shit coming this way, guys. And I hope you guys subscribe so that you can see all this amazing journey that we're going to have. And hopefully more shows coming. And what I mean by that is not just Joe the Bull Guy. Yeah.
Just saying. Are you out of affirmations?
I am. I messaged the tirednurse.com. I'm trying to see if I can get her to do it. If not, I'm going to have to figure out another way. But if you found one and you want to throw one out there, I mean, I could search one real quick.
I got this. We're going to go with the positivity one.
Fair enough. Just make sure you add the colorful language in like I do. Thank you, guys. And I have to do this. This is going to be the first one of the years. I'm sorry, Jen, but Jill, you're an ass. I had to do it. I had to do it. We just had to give you a call out. Go ahead.
It wouldn't be the new year if he didn't welcome it in right. I mean, seriously.
Exactly.
Okay. Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. So let's not make our days about failure. Let's make it about growing. All right, Nicole. I knew you were gonna go there. I fucking knew it. Positive.
No,
growth
she was laughing at Jill's comment.
ass comment.
I'm sorry. That's what I was laughing about.
She thought she took
I
the
saw
affirmation and
ass on
turned
the
it
screen.
dirty.
I did. I was like, let's
No,
turn this
never,
positivity.
girl,
And
never.
Nicole's like, yeah, let's ride it out. Let's do this.
She's like,
No.
let's fucking
Oh!
go. You know, she leaned back in that chair and came up real quick. I'm just saying. So whoever wins that chair, you're a lucky motherfucker because I bet you it's gonna
That's
smell
why
glorious.
we love Nicole.
No, we love Nicole for other reasons, just not just because of her body. Although it's funny as fuck when she does. Listen, I gotta get that clip, and I'm gonna put it.
I was gonna say, are you
toppling
ever
on the
gonna
chair.
drop that clip ever?
I wanted to talk to her before I dropped the clip of her going head over heels on the back of that chair.
Oh, I mean, it's
I
already up
still
there.
haven't seen it, so
It's fucking priceless.
Oh, wait, the one when we were battling?
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that one where you're like, hey, it's a oh fuck, and just straight back.
I feel like
And then
I
she
need to
sat
see it.
there. Oh, she sat there for a hot minute laughing her ass off. Let me tell you, she laid there just like giggling. I'm fucking dying. Michael's losing his shit. It was literally epic.
No, but positivity and success is beautiful. That was a really good one.
It is a good one. That's definitely a good one to start off for this year.
I feel bad that you were doing that. And I was laughing about you.
It happens.
Go down.
You know,
I said go down the right path, and Nicole's like, "Yep, right path."
Right. She's like, I got a pathway to go down. Let's go. It's got a landing strip and everything. You know, we'll guide it right in. Don't worry.
Land all on it.
She's like in it, on it, above it, you know, whatever.
Wherever it needs to be.
There's that flyover love from TikTok. But anyway, with that being said, Carl, you already know this should have been over by now. What the fuck?
Damn it, Carl.